You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Young Kiki, described as streetwise, was able to safely navigate an indoor-outdoor life until she wasn't. On that day, she somehow dragged herself home after being hit by a car. The emergency vet offered her owner 3 options: very expensive orthopedic surgery, which could potentially save the leg, amputation, or euthanasia. Kiki's owner was not in a financial position to choose even the least costly of these, so the vet suggested Kiki be released to MEOW. Because of the Mercy Fund, we were able to make the best choice for Kiki. Her badly broken right humerus was stabilized with a 5-hole locking plate and 5 screws. A bone graft was placed to facilitate healing where multiple small bone fragments could not be realigned. After weeks of cage rest and physical therapy and foster care, Kiki is kicking up her heels again in her new home, living a happy, safe, indoor-only life. Adonis came to us from a shelter in Ketchikan, Alaska, which lacked the resources to provide the kind of medical help he needed. Rescued from an outdoor life in a hoarding situation, Adonis was nearly blind. Over his first 3 years, he had developed a painful eye condition called entropion due to chronic feline herpes inflammation. His eyes were red and weepy, nearly swollen shut. His eyelids turned inward, causing his lashes to scratch his eyes with every movement. But Adonis's beautiful bicolor eyes were saved by the Mercy Fund and our friends at Northwest Animal Eye Specialists. Now in his forever home, his parents and brother cat know him as Ziggy Stardust. A tiny kitten hobbled out of the bushes, seeking help from a couple walking their dog. Clearly something was terribly wrong. She was dragging her right rear leg, and her left leg also seemed unable to bear her weight. In addition, we soon discovered that she was unable to completely empty her bladder. Specialists determined that Rumble's disabilities stem from genetic neurological issues. We are committed to do our very best for animals with special needs. So over the following months, our Mercy Fund resources allowed Rumbles to become a regular at Seattle Veterinary Specialists. For months, she had physical therapy 3 times a day in her foster home to stretch and strengthen her legs to avoid amputation. Over time, little by little, her legs have become more useful, although she still relies heavily on her upper body strength. Now a permanent resident, Rumbles plays happily with her siblings and purrs while Dad helps her empty her bladder at bedtime. A young Staffordshire Bull Terrier was found tied to a pole near a local shelter. He was rapidly bleeding out from what remained of his left hind leg. A vicious attack by another dog had crushed and mangled Abel's thigh and left his broken femur exposed. Emergency amputation was the only option to save his life. It is believed that Abel had been used as bait to teach dogs to kill other dogs. Even though his body was broken, his heart was intact. Abel is pure love. Love for puppies, love for both giant dogs and scrappy little dogs, love for cats and humans too. Thanks to the Mercy Fund, MEOW's Canine Division was able to give him life. We believe Abel deserves protection, respect, kindness, and undying love for the rest of his new precious life.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
These and so many other animals need us, all of us, to rise up on their behalf. It is up to us, each of us, to rise up to support each of them until they're strong enough to rise up to meet the futures they deserve. Please rise with us to help save the animals who need us all.